Hello, my name's Linda. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator and welcome to my 12 days of Christmas. Today I'm going to be making a little tiny gift bag, and this bag will fit onto a Christmas tree, so we could hang it on a Christmas tree. You could put somebody's initial on the front or whatever you want on the front of it actually, but today I'm going to be showing you how it could be an advent calendar. So you could hang these on the tree, or you could even buy like a little small tree and have your all your bags hanging up there. So I've got the annual catalogue out here today, and we're looking at page 209, and this is what I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using the gift bag punch board, and I have recently received this. Look how cute it is. I've recently received this, and so I'm quite excited to make some projects with it. So let's put that to one side, and I'm going to be using, this is Whisper White, normal Whisper White cardstock, and this is at 10 inches by 4 inches. Now you can get 2 of these gift bags out of one piece of A4, and so you'll get 2 of these, and you get these little pieces left over as well, which you could use for gift tags or something else, and then you get this little tiny bit which is probably not much use for anything. And so let me bring in my little board, and here it is. And here is our piece of paper. So we're going to slide our paper in like this, and it goes right the way through this there. And here is a line here, and it's called the start line, and that is where you want to put the top of your cardstock there. And then, I'm going to stand up for this, you need to punch, and your punch is on this side, and you punch. And then you get this lovely little scoring tool that comes with it, and it sort of slots in here so you can keep it nicely tidied away. And we're going to score down here, and it's called the horizontal line, and there we go, just score along there. And then we have a small, medium and large. We're making a small bag today, so we're going to be going along the small score line, and I'm going to start up here and score along to there, and there you go. That's all we've got to do for that particular bit. And then we're going to move up, so where we put our small score line, we're going to now move that up to our start line, and we're going to punch again. Hope I didn't move the camera then. And we're going to do the horizontal line again, and this time we're going to use this strange triangle-y bit that's hanging out the edge, and we're going to score along our triangle and on the other side. And then there's a piece here, it's called the side, and it's got a little arrow pointing at it. We're going to score down there. This is going to make the side of our box. And then there's a side number 2, so we've done side number 1, we're going to do side number 2. And we're going to score along there. And then we're going to move it up. So using where we just did side 2, we're going to move that up to our start line, and we're going to punch again. And then we're going to do our horizontal line again, and this time we're going to go along to this small, and we're going to score along the small, and this is because this is going to be one of the fronts or backs of our box, our bag, sorry. And now we're going to move that score line up to the start line, and we're going to punch again. And then we're going to do our horizontal line again, and now we're going to do our little triangle again. So score along each side of our triangle, and then in the middle of our triangle, and then on side 2 we're going to do that bit again. And then we're going to move along until we've got our last score line up by our start line, and we're going to punch again. Okay, I did have a little bit of trouble punching there because it is quite hard to punch, but the main reason I'm having trouble is because I haven't got any room over here, so I can't get over there because of my camera. So I'm going to get rid of all these little bits here. Don't need those, and we don't need this anymore, so just tuck that back in there. And this is what we're going to be left with. And so we've got to do a tiny bit of cutting. we don't need this little flap at the end here. So where the score mark is here, we can cut that off, because we just don't need that. And this is going to be our tab, so we can turn this into a tab just by cutting little edges in like that. And now we can do a little bit of folding, burnishing. So we're just folding along all of our score lines. These little bits are going to be the bottom of our bag. This is the bottom of our bag. I'm just going to burnish it quickly with my bone folder. And then we're going to go this way. And then we have these bits here, so we just need to bend these because the score line goes off in a sort of a point. So just gently going to bend these a little bit so they're going to know where they want to go. Okay, now we can stick this together. So I have some tear and tape here, so I could come in a little bit. And I'm going to put it along on my little tab, stick it to the outside. So if you're using patterned paper, you stick it to the pattern side. There's a good chance I'm going to run out of this tear and tape because I'm at the end of a roll. I'm just going to put a bit more on there because I don't want it to fall apart. Okay, so then I'm just going to fold this box over so that is going to stick down like that. It's a bag, it's not a box, keep calling it a box. So this is the bottom of our bag. And we're going to put the two small flaps down, and then we're going to put some tear and tape on these flaps. So this is the front of my bag, and this is the back of my bag. So I want the back of my bag to go down first. And then this is going to be the front. I'm going to put some tear and tape across there ready. The front of my bag, that's going to be. So that I'm keeping this very plain with the white. You could, as I said, you could use designer series paper, you could use some of our lovely Christmas paper that we've got out at the moment, or you could use the Whisper White and you could stamp on it. Okay, so I've taken the backing off of my tear and tape, and I'm just going to push that down gently. It's got a tendency to try and fold in on itself because we've made these score lines down the side, but we don't want it to do that yet until we've actually got it together. And then I've put tape on this side as well. I'm just going to push that down and then turn it over and just get my bone folder in there to give it a little push down. And then the sides will just pinch in like this. So this is the start of our box. It's not a box, Linda, it's a bag. This is our bag. And so what I'm going to be doing to decorate it, which I probably should have done before I put the bag together, is I have cut out, this is in real red, but obviously you can use whatever colours you want. This is from the Stitched Shapes, and this is the smallest circle. Let's come in. And I have some gold glimmer paper, and I've cut out a little snowflake there, and I'm going to just glue that on. Normally I would use the sticky back adhesive for this, but I was in a hurry and I didn't do it, which means I've now got to put little tiny bits of glue on. So I'm using my fine tip glue, and I haven't used it for a few days, so it's probably, oh no, there it comes. I thought it was going to be reluctant to come out. I thought it might be sulking. Okay, I'm just going to pop that in the middle of my circle. I'm going to be getting glue dots out in a moment, which I'm really not keen on. Here we go. If you've seen my videos before, you know I've got a bit of a love-hate relationship with them. And when you do it, try and get it in the centre, because I've not really put it in the centre. And then I've used this little tiny, it's a tiny little die that comes from the Bottles and Bubbles framelits. I mean, whatever you've got, you can use whatever you've got. And I've put a number 1 on it because this is going to be day 1, and I've used the Pick a Pennant for that, which I've been using recently. And I'm going to pop it up on there, and I'm going to use a dimensional. So I'm going to use one of my mini dimensionals to pop on the back, and then I'm going to pop it in the middle of my snowflake. Okay. I'm going to stick this to the front of my box. So this is why I was saying it'd probably be easier to stick this bit on first. I'm probably too close now, so don't go close, I'll go further away. Will I ever get used to zooming in and out on my camera? And then I've bought in one of these boxwood wreaths, and I'm going to put that around the edge of my circle, and they come apart. So when you receive them, they're in this tight little ball, which was a bit too small for what I wanted. So I've undone it, and it's got like a wire in it, so you can move it around where you want. And I'm just going to make it so it'll go round my circle. And this month, October, I have a special offer. So if you spend £35 with me at my shop, you will receive 6 of these from me in the post as a thank you. So I'm going to be using these glue dots, and which one should I use? They look like they're both the same. As I said before, these are not Stampin' Up. These are what I've had in my stash for. So I'm just putting these on the back, and I'm just, because they're so large, I'm just rolling them and sticking them on. There might have been a little pause in my video then because my battery ran out. And then I'm just going to stick this to the front of my bag. Okay, and now I'm bringing in, I have some of these, this is the thick baker's twine, and it comes in a bag of all of these together. So Mossy Meadow, Very Vanilla, and Cherry Cobbler. I'm going to use the Mossy Meadow because I thought it went nicely with my boxwood wreath. And I've also got this lovely, these are the gold library clips. Aren't they great? These are great. And you get about, I think you get 20 in a pack. And I'm going to use some of this to go into the hole of my library clip. I was going to call it a bulldog clip then. And then tie a knot at the top. and then this will squeeze together. And we can put our little library clip on, and then we can hang it. So it'll be hanging like this. And there you go. How cute is that? And I mean, although they are really tiny, you're still going to get quite a few sweets in there. You get quite a lot in there. I mean, would you get one of those in there? Yeah, see, you would easily, well, not easily actually, it's a bit wide. You would nearly get one of those in there. Not that your child would want one of those, I don't suppose, but this is so cute. What a cute idea. And of course, if you did want to do it for a young child, this might be a bit too grown up. You could do it something different on the front, some sort of different pattern. And there you go. And I might have another go. I might have a go with the other piece and come up with something different. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Go to my blog and have a look and see what I've got on there. And don't forget, these are on offer in October. So £35 spent with me and I will send you 6 of these. Thanks for watching. Bye.